Okay, so what's 2 years? Right? So what's 2 years, right? There's nothing there in 2 years. 2 years is half a tenure for a governor or a president. There's nothing in 2 years. You can sacrifice that time if you don't have the money. If you have the money, 6 months. In 6 months, I'm teaching you how to trade. I'm giving you a strategy. I'm giving you the blueprint. You can still make enough money to fund your account within that 6 months, because there's a blueprint we're giving you. We're not giving you things we have not done before or tried before. We're giving you things that we have tested and have worked for us time and time and time and time and time again. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of hours, dedicated and committed hours into everything that we are providing. Boxing Academy is not a company of 2021. Boxing Academy is a company that's been around for more than 2 years now, going on 3 years. The team behind Boxing Academy has been together prior to that, many years prior to that. And what have we been doing? We've been learning, we've been researching, we've been practicing, we've been testing, we've been strategizing, we've been doing, executing. Execution is the most important thing. No matter what you learn in this world, once you don't execute, it's a waste. It's a waste. If you like, collect a paper, a certificate, hang it on your wall. As long as you don't get a job, everything you study is a waste. The Forex industry does not provide you that luxury of wasting knowledge. You have to execute. You have to execute to go higher, 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 higher. If you don't execute, you remain there. You remain at the bottom. So when you see traders becoming successful, it's because they're executing. They're executing. They're executing. They're executing. Repetition, repetition, repetition. This is a repetitive industry. That's why I say you know it like the back of your hand. You know it like the back of your hand, right? That's the point you get to. And then doors begin to open, step after step after step. And it opens up your mind. I'm telling you, it gives you total freedom. Total freedom from whatever problems you can imagine in your life. Like, it's actually very, very funny. But it's true. I'm a living testimony to that. You can ask God of mouths. You can ask professional, profitable traders that you know has trading giving you freedom. And just listen to their answer, right? It's very liberating. Very liberating to be a trader. So the things you shouldn't do, I've mentioned a lot. I can't even recall. But basically, the things you need to do, let me tell you a couple of things you need to do, right? You need to build discipline. You need to build discipline. And it's not really hard to build discipline, right? Because as I've said, there's a blueprint for all these things we're going to give it to you guys, right? I don't want to make this conversation too long. But we'll see on the inside. We'll see on the inside. Let me move on to something else, because I don't want to make this conversation too long. I can go on for hours. I can tell you so many things.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, let me move on to.
Thank you so much, Mr. Raf. I believe everyone here understood what he said and what you should avoid as a Forex trader, what you shouldn't ever think of as a Forex trader. He has made it very, very clear to us. Now, there is this confusion that comes with people when they fail at something. And this is exactly, I believe most of us here has gone through the traditional school system where you have to spend years trying to get an information off school. I hope you can all hear me.
Yes,
we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
So we've all gone through, yeah, thank you. We've all gone through the process of school.
Yes, we can hear you.
There was something, okay. There was something I figured out, that the school has been patterned to show you what you have always known subconsciously, what people who were before you has always known. Now, when we go through this whole process, we end up gathering information that we may not end up using in real life. Informations like informations as regards some of the courses we studied. And you see that you spend so much money in investing, and we don't see it that way because we are taught not to see it like that. Many of you are going to schools for your people, for your parents, for your sponsors or whoever, forgetting that we have our own lives to live. we have reasons why we want to get any knowledge we want to get. I always stand on the point that I cannot waste my money. I can't waste my time trying to get an information that is not going to fetch me money. It is good to have your eyes on a couple of things, have your ideas on understanding how these things are done, but having those knowledge and it doesn't keep or bring food to the table, I don't know what benefit it has to you or to anybody who you are living for. You go to school, they don't explain to you that, yeah, if you make failures in something, you still have to believe that you can make wins of it. And this is the particular reason why so many people don't consider Forex trading as a business they can engage themselves in, because they feel, this kind of business where people talk say they lose money inside. But the people who are making money off it, why can't you emulate or ask them how it is done? You only have to believe on the side of the negative and you run away from what may even change your life. I always tell people that I believe in getting up from the same spot I fell. If you ever fall to the ground, you cannot fall down in River State and get up in Akwa Ibom. It's never possible. If you're falling down to the ground, you're standing on the same spot. So this is exactly how it is in trading. Trading it has never been a game of certainties where they sit you down and tell you you have to make profits and you always make all the profit every day. And many people jump into the hands of people who give them these lies, who make them believe these lies, because clearly it's exactly what you wanted to hear. You are going to learn a skill. They're telling you, okay, once you begin today, the next day you start making profits from this thing. Maybe next week you are getting yourself a car. It is not how it is done. Trading goes beyond that. It grows beyond knowing who you are exactly. How do you even see yourself? Many of us don't know how we are seeing ourselves at this moment. We don't even know what we are doing on earth. We don't know what we are using ourselves for. But when you are now faced with some real life experiences that should engage you or show you what exactly you've been spending your life on earth doing. Like trading gives you everything that you need to know. You make loss. How do you react to it? You make so much profit. How do you see yourself? Many of us don't even know we are proud until you start making losses, until you start making profits. Then when you make losses, do you still have that pride in you? Then how do you see yourself? Do you just end up forfeiting the whole knowledge you've garnered all this time? So there are more things to what the word Forex is. I always tell people that trading, nobody wants to sit you down and give you sugar-coated words, trying to lure you to believe that you can make money off something like this. But then there are people who have different ways of sharing their information, trying to give values down to people who may find it necessary or find it needful at any point in time. We in Boxing Academy, our intentions are very, very pure. We know that people who want to learn how to trade have the may not have the problem of finance. It may not be, I don't have too much money and I'm looking for another source of income. That's why I want to get in. Some people want to learn how these things are done and still make money off it anyways. People want to learn how these market goes, how this business is done and still make profit off it. Now, this is what we share to everybody here. We want to show you how these things are done. Some of you come in after paying for a course, you don't even have money to fund your account. Then you have mentors who just leave you on the line because they feel you are done learning. Truth be told, there's never a time you are too good trading. There will never be a time where you don't need people to speak or share ideas or get information from. There's never a time. You are always going to be dependent on somebody. Dependent, there's an hierarchy. We have people who have more than 20 years experience, and we have people who have different experiences in this particular market. Forex market is very vast. You cannot, never in your life, none of us here, it's not even possible that we have the knowledge of every single pair in the market. Every single pair in the market. It's so vast. So you have to streamline every effort you're putting to just few things and start making profit of it. When you're in school, when you join them in first year, they give you courses from all the departments in the school. Whereas it wasn't the reason why you came. And all these things are just geared towards keeping you in the process for as long as it can be. And you see that your time is going. You're not like after the 4 years or 5 years, you come out and you have the knowledge and you can even use it. That is what Ralph FX was talking about. How to execute what you've already known. You know something, yes. Because we are not in this life to live between as a human being. There should be something that your presence. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, yes. We can hear you.
Your presence, all right. Your presence as a human being on earth should have an effect to somebody around you, positively or negatively, or you are just there. So if you're having people around you, the person should either be drawing you, pushing you to the front, or pulling you down, or he's just there. So you decide what you are using some people in your lives for. So we are not only coming to mentor you, we are coming to give you an opportunity. In fact, like if you're on that group, you see how active I've been trying to grow this community. We have our community of traders. We have people who we have been training for more than 2 years now as a company. But we still have to go deep and look for people who still have these complications of understanding what they have been doing in trading. I know it has been a very difficult time for so many people. One thing is, I have all the knowledge in trading, I don't have capital. That is another problem. You have a shop, you've known how to sell stuff, you know how to do a particular business, you don't even have a capital to do it. Your dream dies like that and you just be there. In a country like Nigeria, nobody is willing to help you. Nobody sees the opportunity as you're seeing it. But now we have a community of traders who have seen your problem, and we believe that, yeah, we can be of benefit to this kind of people. We can work with these people together. We can give them funded accounts, work with them, grow with them, and make them get whatever they want to get in life. But we are all as team. So the possibilities of making so much losses is going to be slim, because we are going to give you a platform where you have more than 3 ways of making money in your name, in your broker, with yourself. You don't need to be everywhere, just in the community. So that I believe I've cleared the air on why many people get into trading, want to leave trading. They are so scared of considering it as an option of making profits from it or making it be a business. So we have mentors in boxing who have large, who have the skill, the necessary skills, and who've actually put in so much work in understanding how this business has been. In fact, there's a course that we produced of recent, and that course we've been trying and working on it since last year, and it's just completed, you know. So I would like us to unmute ourselves. You raise your hand if you have a question, and then we can help you out with giving you answers to it. Okay, Peter Paul Chidera. Host.
Good evening.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you for this great opportunity.
Yeah, welcome.
I look forward to learning more and then getting more opportunity. So when I think that's Martins, when he was saying something, he was saying about the analysis that he was saying. So he said basically people make use of fundamental analysis. So I wanted to know why, okay, between the fundamental analysis and then the technical analysis, which of them is the most appreciated way or the best part of trading? That's one of my questions for now. Thank you.
All right. Peter Paul, the question is very, very great, understand? So I personally use both of them for greater profitability. Understand? I normally take out the fundamental analysis first. Then I'll now go back to the technical analysis to do my analysis and take my trades. Understand? So if I don't go to my news to check what's happening in that economy, I'll be blindly trading. Understand? It's just like we have two aspects of trading. I want to ignore one and look out for the other part. Understand? So I prefer to always look out for both of them. I'll be profitable more. Understand? So and all this stuff being taught in Boston Academy will teach you how to do your analysis to take part in the technical part. You understand? So that's it.
That's that.
Yeah, case about you can ask.
So to add to what Martins has said, right?
Yeah.
Or the fundamental and technical analysis part, right? Technical analysis is the most important part because that's what you can see, first of all. You understand? When you look at the chart, you're going to see candlesticks, you're going to see trends, you understand? You're going to see all of those things. So it's key that you can read price action first, because that's how you get your entries, right? Now, fundamental analysis, in terms of looking at news events, right? News events give you a window where volume is going to come into the market, volatility. You understand? When you see a market move or fly 100 pips in one direction, right? That's because of volatility in the market, right? Now we do know how to time these sessions. You understand? When we're talking about trading sessions, London session, New York session, Asian session, these sessions are not in vain, right? They're not being mentioned in vain, right? You have to understand that the markets are being traded systematically, right? So there are times for events to happen that correlates with some of these sessions to give you that volatility that you're looking for. So news is actually creating volatility, but it's not actually creating the direction.
Exactly.
The way you put direction is by looking at the chart. Now, if I say GPUSD is going to buy 100 pips, and I look at the market and I look at the fundamental outlook for the day, and I see, okay, there's a lot of solid news events on GPUSD or on the pound or on the dollar, I can tell that this can have a correlated effect to GPUSD. Then I'll look at the time. I'm giving away too much information, but look at the time. Know the session where it's aligning with. Know when that volume is a window. There's a trading window where you can get your entries. And the reason why you need this trading window is so that you can minimize your drawdown. You can literally enter the market at any time, but the goal of trying to be this accurate is to minimize your drawdown. You're a retail trader, you know, you're trading with risk to reward and all of that. So this is how you can actually like fine-tune your entries to get better entries using these news events as windows to trade, because that's when you know that there's going to be volatility in the market. So that's that. You learn more of this. You learn more of this in the community, and not just learning on paper. You will see it every day. We'll break it down every day. So I'll just end it there. Moving on.
Peter Paul, this have another question.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. I did understood what you said. Thank you.
Kingsley Abayemi, you said my question is related to Mr. Trader NG. My question is, how do you help me get? Can I see this again? Their chat. So let me get to the chat.
Yeah, Miss Kingsley Abayomi.
Yes.
All right.
My
It's
question,
asking. Okay.
how will you help me get the capital to trade if I have learned the trading? Can you answer him?
Yes, I can, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingsley. This particular question is only going to be answered by, or when I have you as a student, then you are going to benefit from that information. But for now, you should know that it's 100% possible. 100% possible. We are actually working with different hands that are going to make this possible for us. And we are not just going to call you and give you capital to trade and start making money because you're our student. You have to show us. That's why I've been talking about on that particular group. I always mentioned I needed only people who have the interest of trading, people who want to make money for themselves and are willing to work for it. You understand? Nobody's going to make you rich in this world. When you believe and understand that, I hope I'm heard.
Yes.
Okay. So when you believe or wake up to believe that nobody's going to make you rich in this life, that it is 100% of your own effort, 100% of all your struggles. Not like you are not going to have somebody that is going to kick you or walk or push you towards that. That is why I mentioned when I was talking about having people who are in your life and what they are doing for you. If you're not making progress with the people you're going to be working with, change them, So some people in your life are either pushing you to what you want or pushing you behind or pulling you out of what you've been praying for, working hard for, or leaving you at a spot. So I hope I've answered the question. The question is going to be, I think it's an information for those people who are going to be working with us after now.
Okay, so what are the criteria to work with you guys?
Yeah, we have a community. You just have to download Discord, and we're actually doing a flash prize from 50,000 then to 25,000. This is how we want to celebrate our own independence at this time. So that is for a monthly payment. We have about 3 different payments: the 1 month, 6 months, and a year. So you pick up any of the packages and join the community.
Okay.
So do I have any other question from anybody here?
Peter Paul is raising his hand.
Peter Paul.
You are talking about joining the community, and then you made mention of the 6 months and the rest of the months. I don't know if you can have it written down, probably sent to the group so that you look at it and understand it better.
It's already done.
Okay.
Very done.
All right.
Yeah. So any other question?
Martins, don't you think we have to entertain few traders who are here with us, and if they have let them share with us their experiences so far and what has been their challenge, But we are not going to, let them know that we are not going to start demystifying the ingredients behind the secrets or the hacks behind how we make money trading. But they are free to come up here and then ask us questions and share or whatever experiences they've been having trading,
Please, if you have
on crypto, are you in the room?
Is that?
On crypto, are you in the room?
Peter Paul's hand is up again.
If you're a trader, please just come up. Just raise your hand. Let me know if you're.
Yeah, people who don't have funds to, let me answer this last question by Godwin. People who don't have funds to join the community, what should be done?
a package will be
That
sent
is
to you
where
guys.
what should be done by who? By us or by
Wait, let me answer this question. Yeah, so for those who don't have the funds to join the community, what can be done? We provide other free services, right? We have our free Telegram channel where we upload some free content. We have our personal social media and our company social media account on Instagram. Someone should put, I think I'll put our Instagram handles in the chat.
Yeah, I think
So these are ways that you can learn from us for free while you don't have the money to join. Right? There's still going to be some other packages. There's still going to be some other packages for you guys. But that's one way to go about it.
yeah. So I can see so many hands up. Stanley, Jason, Wayne, Emmanuel. I asked the question: how many of us are traders here?
Please don't fool.
Okay, Best, Emmanuel, Stanley. So, what are your challenges at the moment? I know Emmanuel is already my student, so I know he's doing well at the moment. So, for Stanley, Jason, Wayne, Best, what are your challenges?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's my privilege to actually be in the meeting, and it's a very, very big eye-opener to my own personal trading. So basically, to some points, I've been into the industry for a while, and though I had a different approach to the trading recently, which has been going very, 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 very well from some of my mentors that mentored me. So the only challenge I will say I'm having is risk approach. I'm having an issue with going very, very aggressively. Basically, I don't know for other traders, but for me personally, I've been trying to see if there's a way I can actually advance or build a psychology in the sense that when you see a particular move in the market, there are some times that you can see things happening, like you have seen something happen over and over again, and you want to actually capitalize so much on it. Has actually been a very, very big problem in the sense that you know that the move will actually happen, but then you are limiting yourself of getting that particular, or will I say, are limiting yourself that opportunity of making more money from the move because you are considering discipline as a factor. So my question now is this. We know that discipline to risk approach is very, very important, but is it still necessary that you still go very, very aggressive to that particular market direction you want to take, in the sense because you want to actually take more money out of that particular market at that point in time? That's my question.
First of all, host, please, wisdom, folks. Mute your mic. Host, please mute that mic. Background noise. Don't folks.
Yeah, Stanley, can you hear me?
I can hear you very much, sir, perfectly.
All right. So you want to, if I understood your question, you said you are looking out to control your risk appetite. You want to. Yeah. So now
yes,
you have to admit the fact that how much are you using to trade? Is that amount that you're trading with? Is it something like if you lose, will it cause you to have sleepless nights, or will it cause you to go hang yourself and die? You have to understand that question first. The amount that you're using to trade, is it something that if you lose, will you be happy with yourself, or will you move on easily? if you are trading amount of money that you know if you lose, when you are trying to risk high, or because each trade you are opening is a probability, is not sure. Understand? No matter how many times it has played out in the market, it is not sure. So you have to risk properly. Then now, if you want to go all in on a trade, you have to also consider your account size. If you have to lose that trade and you have to go in a loss or massive drawdown, will you still survive the loss? Will you still survive the drawdown and still come back up? You mustn't be looking at the profit all the time. You also have to take consideration of the profits and the losses. There are two sides. There are two sides to this. Like, it's a double-edged sword. It's either you lose or you win. You understand? So
Yeah.
if you lose this part, if you lose on this game now, and you are a massive drawdown on your account, let's say you are trading a $1K account or $2K account, and you lose $500 on that trade in one day, or you lose $800 on that trade in one day, will you still be happy with yourself? If it's something that you know you will not be happy with yourself with, or you know you find it difficult to move on from that situation, I will tell you to just avoid that risk and continue to risk properly. You understand? Continue to risk your normal 2% and 1%. But if you know that if you risk high on this trade and it goes your way or goes against you, you are fine. Like, nothing concerning you. You stay sharp. Like, you're just there. I will tell you to go ahead. Why? Because this thing is, if you risk high, you make more money. If you risk low, you make lower cash. Understand? And if you're able to just take the risk, accept the risk and just go all in. If you're making big money, you're making this big in this industry. If you're making a low money, you're making just big change. Then I'll tell you to just do your thing. Just catch your cruise and go. But if you know say that money when you use trade down that account is not your money, or it's something that if you lose, it will really affect your health. I'll tell you to just stick to your risk management, stick to your 2% risk in each trade. That's all I can say.
Okay, so
I don't know if Ralph has anything to say.
yes,
Let me add to that. So basically, breaking it down in simpler terms, whenever you feel in your gut that this market is going to go in that direction, right? First of all, you already need to know that that's an emotional feeling, right? That you're most likely going to have an emotional response, right? Now, your emotional response can be fear, which is the first thing your mind will go to. Fear of, I'm not used to this and all that, right?
yes,
What kind of doubts is not the only way you can get rid of doubts like that is first of all by doing, right? It's very tough. It's a mental game, and when it's a mental game, everything is playing in your mind. Everything is playing in your mind, right? So what you have to do is you have to bully your mind into calming down, right? The thing he said about your account size. If you have $1,000 and you feel the hunch that, okay, this account is going to plummet or this trade is going to plummet, you can take out $200, put it in another account, and then go all in on that $200. Now, your mindset is either this $200 is going to go to zero or it's going to go to $500. And you set your target and you go to the gym. I know you work out. You go about your day. If you realize something about money, it's the people that chase it so much, like there's so much emotions attached to chasing it, like that's when it just keep running away. And the trade is only a drawdown until you close it in loss, right?
Yeah.
So basically, when you're all in on your account, or you risk maybe let's say 25%, 50% of your account, and you look at that drawdown, that 10% drawdown is very new to you, and there's the emotional response you feel, and your heart start pounding, and you're like, am I sure I want to hold this? Should I close this? You're second guessing yourself. You start to second guess yourself, start to have second thoughts. But the thing is, the only way to learn how to deal with these things is to go through it. Like, I'm not promising you success at your first try. Right? You might not get it right your first time around. That's why you have to be smart and mathematical about it. Trading is all about mathematics, statistics. right? Your emotional,
Yeah.
the emotional aspect of it is because it's you, you're a human being. But the market in itself is statistics and mathematics, right? So you need to also apply that. You need to say, okay, look at my bank account, look at my living expenses, look at all these things. I need to cover these things so that even when you lose money, you don't wreck yourself to the point where you can't even live your life again. Right?
Yeah.
The point where it gets to that can be in extreme situations where it's like, okay, I have to risk everything. Like, there's certain situations like that. But in certain situations where you don't really have to risk it all, you need to learn how to get that emotion under control before you go for the big win. Like, you need to go little by little, and then get comfortable with every stage. Understand why you're making mistakes, because mistakes are part of these things, right? It's not that's what I'm saying. It's only draw down till you close it in loss. You understand? So you might come in with the mentality of, okay, I'm ready for this $200 to go to $0 or $500, but along the line, you see yourself changing your decisions. That's a mistake on its own. So that can cost you the $200, and the trade will still go in your favor. And then you don't have the confidence to take the next trade in that same manner. So you have to go through those mistakes, do it once, do it twice. So you have to be mathematical, look at how much you can actually spare. This is research. This is part of the research before you then go for, because you need to get used to the leverage, the lot size you're going to be using, all of those things. Your exit strategy, all of those things is planned. You don't make money by mistake in the markets or by luck. Even if you make money by mistakes or by luck, it's not going to be consistent. But when you plan it out, then you can have consistent results. You understand? So do the mathematical aspect of it, and then go ahead with your plan. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say you're not going to make mistakes. That's why we are here. When you make the mistakes, we come back, we analyze the mistakes together. You go back, you do better. That's how it is.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I think.
Thank you, sir.
The next question here I have is for Amechi.
Don't be scared of losing money. Don't be scared of losing money.
I'm a trader as well. I suspected trading due to my exams. My challenge is simply getting a strategy that works and has a good degree of consistency. As I know that, as I know that 100% profitability is at times impossible. Amechi, we are not here to sugarcoat anything to you to hear. Understand? The thing is, Austin Academy has traders that have profitability up to 85% profitability. You understand? So, with that in mind, understand, at least if you have accuracy or profitability of 85%, you are good. You don't need to start looking for 100% accuracy or consistency. You understand? As long as you have your consistency is above 20%, you're going to make money in this industry. Understand? And Box Academy has solved that puzzle for you. All you need to do is pop in. We'll show you the videos you have created. We'll host Zoom calls with you. We also have accountability calls with you. You have access to community where you see other traders perform magic there. You ask questions. We are available. All the mentors are available 24/7 to support you. Each time you feel like having a Zoom call with us, we are available to answer your calls. We also run daily analysis for you, London session and New York session for you to learn from, and also run probably giveaways in weekends. You understand? Maybe weekend giveaways. So we have a lot more to gain. And also, if you perform very well in Boston Academy, you earn yourself a foreign account to trade with. You understand? So you have a lot more to gain if you join us here in Boston Academy. So that's all I can say at the moment.
So
hello,
he's talking about his strategy, or he just needs a strategy that's profitable. Now, Boxing Trade Academy, right? Or let me just generalize a bit. As a trader, whatever strategy you're trading or whatever strategy you try to trade, you need to know your strike rate or the profitability of that strategy. Because even if you're 30% profitable or you have a 30% strike rate, 40% strike rate, in that process, how do you know how to make a 40% strike rate profitable? You understand? Do you know how to make a 40% strike rate profitable? You can have a strike rate of 75%, but you still close out all your trades at 10 pips. You are foaming out of your trade, or you're closing your trades early, or you're still making all these mistakes, but your strike rate is high. Are you still going to be profitable? You understand? So 40% strike rate can be profitable, 50% strike rate can be profitable, 60% can be profitable, 70% can be profitable, right? The goal is knowing how to maximize whatever you have at your disposal. Are you looking at I'm telling you, trading is more of mathematics and statistics. Are you looking at the statistics of your trades? Are you looking at how your trades typically work out before they go against you? Are you looking at the little details? This is what I will point your attention to when you're a part of this community. Like the little details that are just there right in front of you to make you profitable that you can't just see. Those are the things we are putting the microscope on. And once you work on those little things, your training game starts to improve drastically, because it's right there in front of you, but you just cannot see it. Just can't see it because you're too emotional at the moment, right? When you're looking at candlesticks, you're looking, oh, this is 50 pips. Imagine how much I would have made if I entered here. Every time you're looking at, imagine how much I would have, imagine if I close here, imagine if you've done it, you've made that mistake. What are you doing about it? There are some answers in your losses. There are some answers in your wins. When you look at how you're winning, then you can mimic that. You can build better exit strategies, better entry strategies. You only make money when you exit the trade, right? You only make money when you exit the trade. And you're not even going to make money when you don't execute the trade. So when you're looking for a high strike rate, I'm telling you that the strategies you've tried before, you've not even fine-tuned them to understand how you can make them work. So Boxing Trade Academy is going to give you a strategy with high strike rate and then tell you how to fine-tune it to make it work. Even when you're in drawdown, periods, you will still be waking up to your account because you know the little details to look for. How do you get out of a losing streak? Do you get out of a losing streak by leaving the charts for 2 months and coming back? Or do you get out of a losing streak by shutting down your live account, taking 2 months to go through all your losses, fine-tune what you did wrong, and then come back, reopen your live account and trade? Which one seems like it's going to work best? Walking away for 2 months for your emotions to calm down and come? No, that doesn't work like that. Those 2 months when you're away from the live trading, from the emotional stimulants, when you're away from all those things stimulating your emotions, you need to buckle down and look at what you're doing. You can make the money that you need for whatever you need money for. Let's say money that can take care of your expenses for, let's say, a whole year. You can make that in 1 week. You can make that in 1 week. You can literally go, stay focused, streamline, stay focused for like 1 week and make what you can spend or invest for a whole year. That's something people don't know. It's like the preparation takes more time so that when you're coming, you know what you're doing. Like there's a plan. People don't get rich or successful by mistake. It's the same for trading. It's the same for any other business you run. It's the same for any other business you run. You're not going to become profitable until you have a plan that you're going to execute from A to Z. That's how it works. So a high strike rate is important. Yes, it's important because that will maximize your returns. But you need to know how to make it work. You need to know how to make it work. You need to know how to control yourself, even when it seems like it's not working, and how you can fine-tune to make it work. I hope I've been able to answer this question very, very well. Any other questions?
Yeah. Somebody asked, okay, boxing, to be able to control our emotions and all that, I think that's where data analysis comes in. No. Data analysis comes in only when you want to take analyze the market to know if you buy or sell it. You understand? Now your emotions come into play when you are developing your psychology. You understand? That's where you can be able to control your emotions. And it takes time. It does not happen in a day. It takes time. You need to keep working on yourself. Keep working on your emotions. You need to take trades. It doesn't happen in 1 day or 2 days. I think Ralph will give you a better explanation about this emotion thing.
Okay. So whenever we're talking about emotions and all that, and we're talking about psychology, we're just talking about you as a person and your character. Are you a confident person? What kind of fears do you have in your personal life? What kind of fears? Are you even bold enough as a person to stand up to the things that are scary to you in your personal life? That's where psychology comes from. I'm telling you that trading encompasses you as a person, like it's you. You as a person will be a reflection of your account balance. Do you have a successful mindset? Like these things sound like as if it's screws, or like that's how it works. Your trading account or whatever you're trading is a connection to your mind. You understand? The way you think, the way you perceive yourself. If $100 looks like something that's going to be enough for you, that's what you get. You understand? If $1,000 looks like what's going to be enough for you, that's what you get. If $1 million looks like that's what will be enough for you, that's what you get. You understand? So in terms of your psychology, it just depends on you, your level of confidence, your level of confidence as a person, your level of confidence in yourself. You understand? Good mic is that.
Please mute your mic, Isa. Yeah, please keep talking, Ralph.
So I said your psychology is just, when we're talking about psychology or emotions, right? It's just boiling down to you. Your technical analysis is good for entering the market. It's good for knowing when to enter the market. It's good for knowing execution points. The only thing that's going to keep you level-headed enough to execute your trades, hold your trades to their targets, enter accordingly. If you plan on doing high risk or low risk, the only things that are going to make you stick to these things is how you think. As I said, if you enter and you say you want zero, for many people, what they're willing to see with zero is, for people, is 1,000. Now you see where it starts to be like, okay, risk to reward. What are you risking? What are you comfortable with risking? A lot of people don't understand this concept of risk. Risk is personal. Risk is personal. You see people say things like, I'm ready to risk my life on this thing. You, on that same situation, you're not ready to risk your life on it. Why? It's personal. Risk is personal. When you come into the market and hear people talk about 1%, 1% risk, 2% risk, who told you 1% risk and 2% risk will work for everybody? It cannot be uniform like that because it's personal and it develops as you as a person develops. That's why Stan Lee, he's been trading, he's been doing the risk management thing, and now he's growing as a person and he sees that I want more out of this market. I want more out of it. I know I'm capable. I want more out of it. Now he's ready to step up his risk. It's personal. So your psychology is personal. When you develop as a person and you want more for yourself, you start demanding more from the market. So what I'm saying, it's a reflection of how you're thinking for yourself or about yourself. If your goals are $100 goals, that's what you strive to make. If your goals are $1 million goals, that's what you strive to make. And it will be available to you. Definitely will be available to you. You just need to do, it's a process, rinse and repeat. I told you trading is repetitive, very repetitive. If I give everybody in this Zoom call of $1 million account. We'll have different results, but we can all take the same trades. But I can guarantee you for a fact that we'll all have different results. You understand? If I say going with 1%, someone is going to go in with more than 1%. Definitely. Someone is not going to put stop loss. Someone is going to lose their account. Someone is going to over-risk. Someone is going to do something that is not going to be uniform. And not just one person, multiple people. Multiple people are going to do different things because it's personal. So when you're trading, you need to understand yourself, understand what you want. Don't understand, okay, yes, you need to build with rules. You need to build with rules. Then as time progresses, and as you start, your mind starts to open up, you need to now redefine those rules to who you are as a person. You need to realign your rules, your goals with you. It's personal. The only thing we can do is guide you. My goals are still going to be different from your goals, financially and otherwise. So I'm going to structure my trading in line with that. That is even going to determine the type, the account sizes I'm going to be trading. Some people just want to, okay, these are my goals. I don't really need to have this kind of amount to trade to hit my goal. Some people are like, okay, this is my goal. I'm going to keep doing what I can till I hit this capital so that I can do this. Some people are going to be like, this is my goal. You know, it's different for everybody. You might have common goals, you might have different approaches. So it's different for you. It's going to be personal at the end of the day. How do you want to risk? What do you want out of the market? What are you negotiating with the market? What are you willing to let go? That's where the psychology and the emotions come from. A lot of people don't know what they're willing to let go. You're following what other people are doing because you see other people doing it. You don't know what those people have. You don't know the questions they've asked themselves multiple times before they do it. And the funny part is when you watch someone like Martins or me trade, or some other of our students who have been with us for a long time, it seems like it's very easy. It seems like it's very easy, but you don't know where those decisions are coming from. Where was causing those decisions? Why are we executing this trade? Why are we taking these trades? Why are we taking them the way we are taking them? What are we trying to teach ourselves? What are we trying to become? You understand? So it's a process. It's a very, very, very strategic. You can go from here to here in 6 months with proper guidance, straight up, because you have someone putting it in your ears that, okay, this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to look at things. You need to have that big picture perspective. Don't just come into trading with a small mindset or you're seeing $20 daily. What's $20 daily going to do for you when you have a family? It's a long-term thing. It's a long-term thing. But you need to start there. I'm not saying that you're not going to start from $20 a day, but you're going to want to scale up. How do you scale up properly? You scale up as your life is scaling up. You just don't jump. Many people try to make that jump so that they can, show people that they've done it. You want to be right. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Two different things. You understand? If you want to be rich, it's a totally different thing. If you want to be right, it's a totally different thing. Teachers are right. Are they rich? Lecturers are right. Are they rich? You understand? You need to do things the way it is meant to be done for you. How are you going to develop that mindset? By being around people that are going to help you develop the mindset, people that have been there. A lot of you, this is going to be like the beginning of your trading journey. And you're talking to someone who has been doing it for 4 or 5 years. Imagine what you're going to learn. That's 4 or 5 years being shortened into 4 or 5 years of experience coming at you in 6 months, 1 month, in 6 months, 1 year. Your psychology is going to improve because you know what to look at. You know where to go and find information. You know the kind of information you're taking in. That's where the psychology and the emotional start to actually develop. The technical analysis will take care of itself because at the end of the day, you need to execute. And the only way to execute is to have a good understanding of yourself. Trusting yourself.
We lost him.
Yeah, I think so.
Trusting it. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's back.
Yeah, right on. Right
I'm just
on.
going to end it there because if I start talking, I'll talk for too long. So
We've heard-
everything, I'm going to explain more on this. We are actually running psychological classes in the community. So you're going to have access to so many psychological tips, secret tips to help you improve your psychology and emotion, exercises to do, tasks to complete that will help your mentality grow. Understand? Coupled with the accountability calls, like you guys don't know what you're in for. There's a lot. And you're going to get there. Everyone's going to get there eventually. Moving on.
Hello. Many of us here have gone through the school process and we've actually invested so much in learning, and doesn't, in fact, most people haven't gotten the return on investments on all knowledge you've gathered all these years. But here you have a platform months or even a year. So I think I have to call it night for me. I don't have any other thing to. Can you hear? I don't have much to share. I don't have much things to share again with the house this evening, unless we may have any chance of rescheduling tomorrow evening, which I'm very sure that, which I don't know if Ralph and Martins would have the chance to be here. So with all this being said, Martins, do you have any more things to say?
No, I think we are done at the moment. We are okay, and I believe we exhausted everything we are meant to say. Team boxing
All right.
is there. Is there any book you can recommend us to read on?
Are you capable?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Capable.
You know what's the hard.
But the boy is very sharp. Very sharp.
Yeah. So can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Somebody asked the question. I don't know if person asked the question. Okay, great, David. You asked the question. Team boxing. Is there any book you can recommend us to read on regards to this psychology aspect? Yes, we have books on psychology. We have videos on psychology, but they are meant for our students only. Understand? They're meant for our students only. Understand? To help them improve their psychology. Understand? Build their psychology as they trade the market, and as they handle the funds for them to trade. Understand? So that's
This laptop is off. I'll use my phone.
That's just that. So, okay, no problem. I'll be just tomorrow evening. No problem. Win. There will not be any meeting again after this one. I think this meeting is done. No other meeting again. So any other question?
Are we meeting here tomorrow?
Eh?
No, Crystal is still.
I can't hear you, so.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
If there's any students, I can. You can hear? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. So I hope you're not shy to come on stage.
No.
So Oyeminam Nova has been our student for a while now. Actually had a face-to-face meeting, a face-to-face discussion. Would you like to share? Would you want to share that story?
Okay. It has been a very awesome experience with you guys. Yeah, and I've learned a lot actually from you guys. And I think I'm improving a lot from the trainings that I've got from you guys. That is the little I have to say for now. Yeah. You guys have been awesome.
We'll talk about
You
that
said?
in personal chat.
Okay.
I said I'll
Okay,
need to include you in the Discord so that you can get access to the new content.
Okay,
Talk
okay.
about
No,
that in personal chat. So,
no
what about your
problem.
psychology now?
Yeah, my
How
psychology
have
has,
you improved in this time? Because I know you went through something a couple of months ago
yeah,
that you were explaining to me,
yeah,
and we had a sit down and we had a conversation about it.
yeah. There was a point in
How
time,
have you improved since then?
yeah, since then I've actually improved a lot, because it's almost gave me a little depression. That is why I called you that time. And you had to explain to me that it's one of those things that happen in the market. And actually, since that time, there has been a lot of improvement. Yeah, very much improvement since then. Thank you for that.
Do you feel there was anything that I pointed out to you that helped you understand what I was trying to say to you?
Yes, yes, there was.
Can you mention it? Can you talk about it?
Okay. You talked about, I actually understand from our discussion then that
Yes.
most of the times it's not about the market works in probabilities and not always being certain, because if we tend to become certain about these markets, we tend to make mistakes. And I should also watch my risk management. This is one of the things I've been working on since then.
That's good. So, from this little discussion, I just want you guys to understand a couple of things. Let me try and communicate a little better things he was trying to say. So, in terms of risk, you understand? He found out that the problem, when we had the discussion, right, and he told me everything that he has gone through, I started to point out some of the mistakes that he made. And then I directed him, okay, look at why this happened. It's not the end of the world, right? Look at why this happened. Now, look at what you need to work on. And you can hear him, he's saying that's what I've been working on. So if you can go back to when I said, you just don't disappear for 2 months and come back to trade, right? You go work on the problem. You go work on those mistakes, you fine tune, and then you come back. So now you have a plan of action. You need to develop a plan of action. Take so that history does not repeat itself. It's not about making mistakes, it's about consistently making those mistakes over and over and over again. But when you have someone to voice it out to, and this is like, okay, you're looking at this the wrong way. This is how to go about it. You have to go about. The reason why I told him about risk management, he told me, okay, he's been trading for so amount of time. This. He explained the situation to me, and just from hearing him, I knew, okay, he was not ready. He was not ready to jump in the way he did. So when I say risk management, you need to start from a foundation. You need to start from a basis, and then you need to grow into wanting more, and then you need to do it strategically. That's why I say you need to do the mathematics and the statistics of it, so that if your emotions go to shit, at least you've done the numbers game, and you're not left desolate. You understand? So that trading, you need to kind of not really be intelligent, but you need to be smart. You understand? The market will take your money, just like that, and give it to someone else. That's how it's working now. They're rotating money from losers to winners, and there are more losers than winners. So you can imagine. You understand? So you need to have a plan of action. When you have a plan, you feel confident. Okay, this is going to work. I've tested it. I've seen it work. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. And you do it, and then you see results. This is how you improve. You improve. You improve through learning. You improve through consistency. Coming back every day. He went through something and he's still trading. went through something that many of you have not gone through. Many of you don't even understand what I'm even talking about in terms of what he went through. You understand? But he's still trading. He's still improving. He's still working on himself because it's personal. At the end of the day, it's personal and it's achievable by anybody. I remember my days of depression. I had to learn. I had to go find information. I had to go listen to people. I had to reach out to people. I had to reach out to mentors. I had to do all those things. To understand, okay. And then I refined. I came back. When you do things like that, then you now know, okay, what do I actually want out of this trading stuff as my life is now? And you structure your plan to that and you get it. And you grow into wanting more. Growing into wanting more could be greed. It could be that you see that, okay, you're on the winning streak. Take advantage of this. You've not tried it before. That's your first time. And then you try it and then you mess up. What do you do then? You know? Are you going to run away from the fact that are you going to learn? You have to learn. Learning is the only option. And it doesn't take much time to actually learn it because it's real life. These real life experiences hasten up the process for you. That's the best part about it. The real life experiences will just hasten up the process for you. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming up.
All right. So for the next question, I have Ameche on the line. He said, let me scroll up. The meeting was really awesome. How long did it take each of you to become profitable? Sarah has already said 2 years, so I would like to know for CEO and Samatis. For me, it took me 3 years to become profitable. I've been training since 2018. You understand? So probably will I say roughly two and a half years. So I became profitable just late 2020. You understand? Around September time. I found out the holy grail to the strategy I'm using. So I've been trading like that till this year. So I've been profitable for only a year. You understand? So you know it took quite a long time to figure out what I'm doing wrong. You understand? So it was really massive on me, and it was bad actually. You understand? I blew many accounts. I knew I was giving many accounts them to trade. Even those that gave me accounts to trade for them, my friends trusted me. Family members also trusted me with their accounts, and I blew it. And I went back to them and told them I'm sorry for all that. So I just started being profitable just last year. Last September, and since then I know I've been doing very well since then. So I don't know if I said a question, Michael. Thank you for your honesty, Martins. Okay. Welcome. Maybe like share a short story of the journey so far. The journey has been so rough. You know, I started without a mentor. I started without a mentor, and it took me a long time. Actually, I said I started 2018, but technically I started 2017 because I started looking for someone that would teach me. You know, the whole cruise of you meet a friend will tell you, okay, you know what, I come today, come tomorrow. My no day chance now, come the next day, that kind of level. Then after the whole thing, I had to start learning on my own. I started going to YouTube, watching the random videos. If you simply type what is Forex on YouTube, you see a lot of videos on Forex. I became confused, started watching a lot of them. You know, I was watching videos without bearing. No, I'm not a destination. Anyway, my face in the front. I was just watching videos. Understand? Then luckily enough, I found Ralph. In my journey. Then we teamed up, started working on something. We became team members, started working on something. Then I found Carlo. I found my team members now. Then as in all work, I've been working all through trying to improve myself. trying to develop ourselves since then, since 2017, since 2019, the journey has been so rough. We're dealing with many accounts, trying to get the whole thing done. And I'll tell you, if you have the money to pay for a mentorship, do that because you will save yourself so much stress of going through emotional depression. You understand? Because I knew about you that you will think you have that holy grail at this moment, then the next month you are down like massively. Probably you make 10% this month, the next month you are down like 30%. The next 2 months, 40% draw down. Keep pushing, So that was what I was going through, and also Rap was also going through that drawdown. But the good thing there was we are more like a team. If this guy is going through a drawdown, this one will encourage him. Tell you, okay, guy, no worry. It's more like a phase. We'll go through this thing together, and we'll move on with the whole stuff. Because we knew that first things, we knew that we had people we are looking up to be like us, and we knew that this forest thing works. So no need of going through the whole stuff of trying to give up or trying to quit because the minute you start thinking of quitting, that's when you have allowing yourself to fail. So we are more like a support to ourselves. So Carlo will give us ginger to keep going forward. Rap will give me a ginger, I'll give Rap ginger, We kept fighting, we kept going until last year that the whole thing started turning around. We started figuring out okay, if we are trying to if you're trying to always buy this pair and you make sure we buy this pair, it keeps selling. And you make to sell this pair, it keeps buying. Why not do the opposite of your thinking? Understand? That was what gave us the whole idea of this trading thing and we started, trying to work on that strategy, trying to work on it and so far so good. It has been awesome. Yeah, and I've shared the knowledge with I don't know those of you that have my contact on WhatsApp. I did a giveaway class, I think last 2 weeks. I said thank you for those that will join my class, and so far so good. Those that pay for the class are seeing massive results. Are seeing very good results in what I've taught them. Just 2 weeks of knowledge, and I'm already seeing massive results. So I believe you joining us to you joining this person academy today, tomorrow, next tomorrow will not be a bad idea at all. You will come and you will learn what you have been trading. You will learn from what you normally do here, and I give you 2 3 months to be profitable. You will get a gist. If you're a new trader here, I'll give you 6 months to get your way from basic parts to advanced parts because you actually need some time to grab the whole concept. Then if you're already a pro trader trying to maybe find your way through strategy and all that, I'll give you at least 3 months to practice what will teach you guys and become profitable. Understand? I will send the flyer to the group this evening after this call, and you can probably just go through the one you want to go through and subscribe. Understand? And I bet you, I cannot come here and give you something that I will not deliver on. Anytime you call me, as long as you're my student, anytime you call me, and for me to have a Zoom call with you, as long as it's not a time I'm sleeping, as long as if I'm awake, call me, I will answer your call. I will go on a Zoom call with you. I don't know. I will allow Emmanuel to talk with you guys. He will tell you guys how I've been teaching him, those people in my free class. Those are hosted free class on WhatsApp. I normally host. I normally share the analysis to them, signals, Zoom calls. As long as you want a Zoom call with me and I'm available, I'll host that Zoom call with you. Understand? It doesn't matter if I'm free or if I'm trying to do something or I'm trying to sleep. No. As long as it concerns you, it concerns your progress, it concerns your profitability, I'm available. Understand? As long as it concerns your growth, I'm available. So I will probably just unmute Emmanuel. I don't know if he's still on the call, but I can see him. I will unmute him and allow him to talk. So Emmanuel, can you hear us? Unmute yourself, please. Can you hear us? Yeah. Can you hear us, Emmanuel? Hello, Emmanuel, can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can
Yeah,
hear
please,
you.
please just give us a brief rundown of how the class has been, the class you paid for last 2 weeks. How has it been?
Okay, last week, I Martins helped his brought out was even at a giveaway price. So when I hello,
Yeah, I can hear you.
so I was able to pay for the class, and so far since last week, there have been some explosive, information and education based on this the strategy of the class. We are talking about a particular strategy which you broke down in the Zoom class. Was able to teach us so many um, insightful information, and it has been a very progressive class so far. Last week was just this week, yeah, Saturday. This week was a profitable week for everyone in the class. Everybody was just learning, understanding the process, and screenshots and videos. Everyone showing results. So the class was a very wonderful one, and is yet to end. It's still a very wonderful one. So everybody is just following up gradually. So I thank you for the opportunity which you gave me.
All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you. So as I was saying, the class I held last.
Hello.
Yeah, I heard you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, as you just said, as Emmanuel just said, this week was a very profitable week for us. And you can imagine just a giveaway price I give out my courses for just for a month, you understand? I did it for just a month, and it's just a WhatsApp group. Then imagine when you are in our Discord channel where Raf is posting his analysis and posting mine, psychology videos are there. You have access to access to data analysis, daily signals, and a lot more. So I believe you will gain more from what we will do in Boston Academy. You understand? What these guys are getting from this WhatsApp group is little compared to what you will gain when you join our Discord channel. You understand? So don't worry, I'll place the player in the group tonight. You are free to take your time and go through it and go for the one you want to go for. You understand? So if you have any other question, you can ask.
Let me speak. What I want you guys to understand is that no matter how you do it, when it comes to trading, you cannot do it alone. Because you cannot invent the information. You cannot put it up in your mind, right? You have to learn. When we were learning, right, we had to go in search of, like, when you go on social media and you start talking to different traders, you know that a lot of people don't know what they're doing there. So filtering out the information to even listen to is step one. But when you join a community where we are doing it for real, where our students are doing it for real, right? You're getting that access to that information every day on demand, right? That's the whole goal of the community. You don't need to go out there to go and start listening to scammers, or to go and start listening to people who are not really there, or people who have not even transferred that information to someone else. The fact that we're able to transfer that knowledge to other people, to transfer the skill to other people, you understand? That's what really counts. That's what really counts. Being able to transfer information, this skill, And one thing you get from joining the community is not just that you're going to have access to only our analysis. You as well are free. You're free to share your analysis because we also want to know who the good traders are. You understand? You're free to share your analysis, your trade ideas, your trade breakdowns. You're allowed to teach other people. You're allowed to answer questions that you feel maybe you know the answers to. You're allowed to ask questions that you don't know the answer. Pertaining to your growth, as long as pertaining to your profitability, we're always there to help you out. That's the goal of a community. No matter what you do in this Forex trading, you can't do it alone. So save yourself the stress. You're already in the right place. You're already in the right place. The students on the WhatsApp class, they had access to just one mentor. And look at what they are saying. Look at what they have to say. So when you have access to the full package, you have access to the whole team. And the access doesn't end online. You can see Nobu, Mr. Nobu, who I spoke with. We sat face to face. There's someone else who was not in this group, Mr. Don Cristo. These are people I've sat face to face with. I've sat face to face with the majority of my students. Majority of our students, we sat face to face with them. So when you're looking me in the eye and you're telling me what it is that's happening, and I'm looking you too in the eye, and I'm telling you, I know this is why it's like this, and I'm giving you steps on how you can progress. And then I keep up with you. You understand? That's how it works. That's how it works. It's true community. You're not going to do it alone. You're still going to go. If you say, okay, I want to join, you're still going to go out there to look for information before you filter out the information. Who is going to be giving you the guidance, the tutelage? Who's going to give you all those things? Yourself now. So you're already in the right place. You're already in the right place.
All right, Dave, thank you very much, Ralph. Thank you very much. Dave asked a question. Please, hello, how do I join the group? No problem. I'll send a flyer to the channel. Sorry, to the group, to the WhatsApp group. So it just indicates when I send it to the group. Eh? All right. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question?
Someone is saying it's not in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Well, the WhatsApp group.
In the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Matters, explain to him.
Okay. If you're not in any WhatsApp group, okay, on my status. Okay. I also post the flyer on my status too. So when you see them on my status, also you reply my message. I will reply you. You understand? If you're not in the WhatsApp group, if you join this call with my link on my status, I also post the flyer on my status. So just reply my status or the flyer that I sent. Right? So what's again?
Another thing for those of you who are new to boxing, right? You can go and check our free Telegram channel, our free analysis and signal channel. You can just scroll through to look at the amount of information and knowledge we've given out for free. For free. You can just go through it. Look at the trades we've taken, look at the analysis we've posted, look at some of the things we talked about, look at the information we've given out for free. Then you can imagine what more you can gain. There's so much, unlimited possibilities.
Yes.
So, yeah. How do we provide the link to that? Let me see if I can
the link. Wait, let me see if I can copy out the link from this laptop to the group. She Telegram link, I mean.
Yes.
Okay. Flashcast link. Looking for where I'll copy the link from. Yeah, it will drop soon. It will drop soon.
Guys, go to the chat. Go to the chat. Go to the chat. You see the link.
Yes, yes.
If you're not on the group, if you're not on the Telegram group, get there now. You need to be there now, and you can go through. Don't just join and just sit there.
Yes.
There's information there. I've noticed that a lot of people don't scroll through. You're just sitting there waiting for signal or something. There are literally videos there where we've explained our strategies for free, and you're not even looking at it.
Yes.
I don't even know what you guys are actually after. Like, you need to be proactive. Don't be lazy. I said it in the beginning. Things you should not do as a trader. Don't be lazy. Don't be comfortable. You need to be consistent. You need to be persistent. Don't be lazy and don't even think of quitting. When you're quitting trading, you're just giving up on millions of dollars. Like, that's how crazy it is. So go to that channel now.
Yeah,
if you're not there already.
Dave asked a question. Boss Martins, you taught Master Plan FS trading too? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. So, any other question before we end the call? I think we've stayed there for more than 2 hours now. I know some people are already tired, so I have already left the call. So let's save some time.
I'm really, really tired as well. So, but I need any other questions? Any other questions? Please, if you have questions, bring them in. Bring them in. Bring them in. Bring them in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. If you have questions, so that we know if we're going to wrap up or we're going to. The flyers containing the information on how you can be a part of our Discord community will soon be public. So you guys will have access to that information. I don't even know if it's already up. Maybe someone has put it up already. So you guys are going to be getting more of this personal interaction with the coaches and with the team as well. Online, both online and offline. So there's a lot of value, there's a lot of information, powerful information here, life-changing information for everybody. You can already see someone asked if Martin's trained one of our traders, one of the traders they know. So you can already see someone that we've trained is already impacting other people. So how it is. Once the skill is transferable, you know that you're in the right place.
Exactly. So do you have any other question? Best, Michael, Emmanuel, questions?
If there are questions, you can direct it to our team. I'm going to also put my WhatsApp phone number in the chat. So if you have further questions, hit me up.
Yeah.
Or let's just network, get to know each other. Let me save your contact. I my number there.
I do my number there too. So you can probably
I should have even done this a long time ago, sir, from the beginning of the chat.
Yeah.
So that's my WhatsApp number. So send me your DM, send me your name, tell me your name, so that I'll just save your contacts first things first. Then if you have any feedback, if you have great feedback, just as well hit me up.
My name is Martins. So just send me a message.
I'm the infamous King Ralph FX, Ralph Forex. So whenever I hear Ralph Forex, this is the face, right? Whenever I hear Ralph Forex, this is the face. Whenever I hear God of Mars, that's the face as well. It's nice. It was nice to catch up with you guys. It was nice to have this conversation with you guys. We're going to have more of these conversations.
Yeah.
More of this personal conversation. There's a lot of content like more. There's a lot of stuff that you guys are going to get. Like, trust me. I'm not God of Mars. Martins is God of Mars, and I'm Ralph FX, King Ralph FX. Let me drop my Instagram handle as well. And our
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, I'm God of Mars, and my Instagram handle is God of Mars. I'll drop it in the link in the chat box. So just go through. So I dropped my Instagram handle and also dropped my phone number. So if I don't have your WhatsApp, you can probably just send me a message. Tell me your name, so I'll save your number and we'll save our contacts. They'll probably send me a message on Instagram for a follow back. I'll follow you back. God bless you, my boss, Sir Martin. Thank you, sir. SAT. Thank you. All right. I think this brings us to the end of the call. This brings us to the end of the call. If you have any other question, can probably just drop it in the group chat. In the group chat on WhatsApp. We'll end this call and thank you very much for the time. Thank you very much for being here with us. I really appreciate this time. Not everyone will be able to attend this call and stay this long, but you guys did it. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody's raising his hand. Because thank you, Master. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all and have a very nice rest. Good night.